Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is Kid. How's everybody doing today? So last episode we built this wonderful lovely sugarcane farm. And guys, so far the race to this thing is not all that bad. I haven't really AFK'd too much, but so far we got this much. So about almost 4 stacks, maybe a little bit more on this side. Yeah. So I have been using the sugarcane of course to craft some rockets here or there, but not too bad. I think this thing came out looking really cool. I know I didn't have to go in with the observers here. I could have probably just used like one or two per section. But either way, guys, we are getting a massive amount of sugarcane from this farm, and I'm really liking it. So guys, in this episode, we are actually going to be focusing on a bit of a tree farm, guys. So with that being said, let's head over there. And while we do that, I'm going to throw in a time lapse, and you guys are going to see just how long it took me to, well, get this tree farm started. So I'll see you when the time lapse is finished. Alright guys, so here we are at the tree farm build site, and as you can see I built this, or dug out this rather humongous square, and it's looking pretty cool. I kind of just made these path blocks here as a bit of an outline for it, and I never actually made a tree farm before, so this is actually going to be the first time I set one of these up. I'm thinking about doing something pretty simple. I'm thinking about putting a couple of platforms here for, the different types of trees, and then maybe run some waterways, maybe from that side to that side, and then have some hoppers in the middle, or maybe just from like one side that way, like running the waterways from this side, and then it going that way into some hoppers, which will eventually go to the surface. So I'm not so sure about how I want to set this up yet, and also at the same time, I'm wondering about like covering this thing up. I mean, who wants to leave a humongous square in the middle of nowhere, right? But that being said, and it's about to turn night, we also got fortunate here, and look, we have a nice little flower forest. So maybe sometime in the future we can set up a bit of a flower farm. Although, I think a couple of people already have flower farms, so not sure if I really want to set one up. But even if we do, that'll be something that we do in the future, guys. So with that being said, let me go ahead and make it daytime. Alright guys, so here's a shulker box where I have some materials. I have a bunch of different wood types in here, and I also have some cobblestone in here. In this chest, or in this shulker box, we have our beacon kit right here. Let's see what else. We have a bunch of gravel in this one, and these are all the materials that I got when I dug out this humongous square. So I've been trying to, oh yeah, and also so far we have oak, spruce, dark oak, birch, and jungle saplings. Alright guys, so as you can see, I kind of started laying out the foundation, if you will, for this tree farm, and I found that it's actually going to be 54 going that way by 29 going this way. So I found the middle point right there, and yeah, so I came all the way over to the center bit right here, and then I started branching and making these kind of like lines. So I went 1 2, and then I placed the dirt, 1 2, placed the dirt all the way here into the end, and then basically I did the same exact thing, but backwards around this way. So this time I started 1 2, and yeah, basically I mirrored it. And these spots are going to be where we house all of our one sapling kind of trees, like our birch, our oak, and stuff like that. Now, the next thing I'm trying to do in this area right here, and probably in this one, I think I'm going to dedicate those to bigger trees, like maybe spruce, maybe dark oak, maybe jungle. But it's funny because most of those trees can also be used right there in the single farm. So I'm just, over here trying to figure out exactly how I want to set this up. Like I said, this is actually my first time making this, so I'm not 100% confident, but I think in the end it's going to turn out looking pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and do a couple with you guys just so you can see how I'm setting this up. Again, it's kind of pretty random. So yeah, so here we go again. I'm going to go up by 2, like so. I'm giving it a space of 3 here, and I'm going to put, so these trees actually need 4. So 4 pieces of dirt, something like that. And then I'm just going to skip another 2. And then we'll put another 4. As you can see, not so much fun. Actually, you know what? How about let's do 4 this way this time? Yeah. So that way they kind of give each other a little space. But we'll still stay on this main kind of artery here, right? And now we're going to go back on this side here and do, a space of 4. And then we're going to go down 2 again. And so forth. This is going to be pretty repetitive, guys. I know it's not exactly fun to watch, but yeah, I won't make you watch this whole thing. I'll just do this one line, and then I'll pretty much just set the rest up off camera. Alright, so now we're going to switch over to this part right here, like so. So let's see, that's 1 2 3 4 trees. That's actually pretty good. I don't think we can actually squeeze any more here. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead. I'll squeeze it in right here at the end. So something like that. And then we can go like this. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. So you know what? Let's go ahead and set up some of the single trees over here, like our oak and our birch. So we can just go ahead and rotate them. So I'm just going to go oak, birch, oak, birch, oak, birch, oak, birch. And since this one stopped on birch, I'm going to start oak this time right here, and then birch, oak, and then birch, oak, and then birch, oak, and then birch again. So it should look something like that. And that is really, really cool. I haven't decided yet if I want to keep in the slabs because you know, the saplings that fall in them ultimately I'm going to have to collect, which is no problem. But you know, ultimately this was supposed to be a semi-automatic farm where most of the drops are supposed to fall into the waterways that I have yet to put in. So yeah, let's just see, you know, how this is going to work itself out. Alright guys, so yeah, as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and just put the rest of this stuff in off camera. I'll probably do another one of that set right there over there, and then I'll probably make another one of these over there. I think I can actually put another row of these 2x2 trees. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so with that being said guys, I'm actually going to take you into the nether now because I want to show you this thing, and it's pretty cool. Actually, let's go ahead and go through the base portal, and it's actually right over here, and it's really, really cool. I did some things in the nether, and I think you guys are gonna like it. Here is the nether. So this right here is actually a soul sand valley. As you can see, there's pretty much soul sand everywhere. But yeah guys, so I set up this little tree farm area for the crimson, I think that's called. And yeah, I gathered the those blocks up there. They're called, what are they called again? I forgot what they're called. Never mind. I don't have any in my inventory. You know what? Let me just take one down. And I'm going to need the hoe for it, but you know what? This is just closer. Yeah, the nether wart block. Yes, so the road is mainly composed of nether wart blocks, and it's also composed of a crimson slab. So that is pretty cool. Let me go ahead and put that back, and also put this nether wart block back, which I think I got from about right, where was it? Okay, let's just put it right here since there's an empty little gap there, which is looking pretty cool. And yeah, so let's go this way. As you can see, I put fences along the way, providing sufficient amounts of light, which is awesome. We can just fly the rest of the way. I'll show you this part when we come back. But yeah, so this thing comes all the way over here. As you can see, it just repeats itself, and then it kind of goes up this nice winding staircase, and I think this looks pretty cool as well. And then ultimately, as you follow the path, you'll find this little area right here, and I can't fly that well apparently. And yeah, it'll lead to the road here, and if we go this way, it'll take us to the shopping district. I want to say this is the east road, though I'm not 100%, or it could be the south road, but that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But yeah guys, I'm thinking this looks really, really cool. It just, you know, makes the nether look just a little bit better, and it gives it a little bit of detail, and I really do like that about it. So as of last night or yesterday, at some point I put this thing in it. This is looking pretty cool. I forgot what this one is called here, but it's the blue version of the red thing. And yeah, this actually leads us to where we just were. So if we just walk up this way, and I kind of attached in some of this stuff in different places just to give it an extra bit of detail. And yeah guys, so this is our tree farm. So if we come in here, and you can only come out one way, because why do you need two ways? Yeah, and it leads us right here, and that is awesome. So off camera, I think I'm just going to continue working on another. I don't want to go too crazy because there's always a risk that things like gas can like break and blow things up. So I'm not going to go too crazy, but I do want to put some other bits of detail in the nether. But I'll do that little by little. There's no real rush. So yeah guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the rest of this tree farm in. Maybe I should do it in the form of a time lapse, guys. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this thing in. Oh, hi. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm just kind of putting in the water here. Um, it's kind of cool. It's very repetitive. And yeah, sometimes we get these kind of like blips where the water doesn't connect properly. But eventually it works itself out. And yeah, guys, this came out looking really, really cool so far. So let's go up top and let me show you what we've done so far. And yeah, guys, here it is. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put a structure over this, because these trees just grow too tall. Like this here, the spruce one right here. Do you see how big that thing is? And also the jungle trees back there. It's pretty tall. And you know, they have different growing variations. Like they could grow even taller than that. And I'm pretty sure the trees can grow even taller than that. So am I going to go ahead and put a structure over this thing? Probably not, just because it really doesn't make sense. Nobody else lives around here anyhow, really, except me, or at least not close enough to me to where this is going to be in their render distance or something. So for that matter, guys, I don't think I'm going to make a structure for it. But with that being said, check this thing out. This is looking pretty cool, right? I do love the way these like oak trees and these birch came in. Now these look cool, especially if you want tons of birch or tons of oak. The only thing is with this farm that I don't like is that you kind of have to, if you want to farm like let's say birch, you're just gonna have to farm all the trees. Maybe if I had just grew like birch here and then oak there, that could have been a thing, but I wasn't thinking. But I can still do that actually, so that's quite an idea. Maybe I will do that. Not too sure yet. But yeah, so I was thinking about maybe putting spruce and dark oak over here and jungle and dark oak over there. So two places for dark oak and then one place for jungle and spruce. And then this right here is more oak and birch. So yeah, guys, so far this thing came out looking really, really cool. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this tree area. Do you have a tree farm in your worlds? Let me know. I'm curious. And is there something that we can do to make this even better? But for right now, I think it's cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and get back to filling in these water sources on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and do it on that side as well. I was actually going to put the water sources up here, but let me show you why I decided not to. Yep. Well, it didn't really show it there, but basically they just go down like a line usually. I guess there's another water source there, so maybe that's why I didn't do it. But that's what I was doing when I tried to do it up there. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it the regular way, and then I'll fill this in with dirt blocks. But guys, yeah. So like I said, let me go ahead and get this part in over here, and then that part behind me in with water, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Excuse me. Yes, you. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what my tree farm is? Do you know? No? Really? Hello? One more time? Tree farm? This way? Yeah? Oh, okay, thank you. Let me stop playing around. Well, guys, check this. So, I've been hard at work, and after a couple of hours, this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, though, I didn't have enough saplings to complete it as far as, like, placing all of them. But yeah, check it. So, of course, I realized some things after the fact, but it's a little too late, apparently. Right, so let's say you wanted to use this thing, right? And you wanted to get your oak, right? The way I have it now, it's like oak, and then it goes oak, birch, kind of like that pattern. So basically, if you wanted one or the other, you kind of have to harvest all of it. And the same goes for that bunch over there. But after I do my first harvest, I'm going to do all oak over here and then all birch over there, or vice versa. It wouldn't really matter. So yeah. The second thing is, as far as the two by two trees, I want to put the 2x2 dark oak here and jungle, and then I want to put 2x2 dark oak over here and spruce, because I noticed that for some reason there seems to be a lot more like jungle trees over here than there is spruce, and that's fine. I don't really mind either way. So yeah, that way we can get an equal amount of both trees in the future. Now, down here is the next big part of this that I spent forever on. I realize it's not as efficient or anything like that, but you know what? It'll be fine. So, as you can see, this farm is going to be semi-automatic, and you can also use this for like a vine farm if you wanted to. which is pretty cool because of those jungle trees. Yeah, but anyhow, like I was saying, as I was making this thing, I told you the dimensions was like 54 by 29, and I realized late, unfortunately, that as far as the waterways, there was no middle where I could let them link up and they wouldn't create full water sources. So that's what kept happening. They kept causing and creating water sources in the middle. So what I came up with, and again, this is not efficient, but it will do the job, is that so let's say you're harvesting, let's say this dark oak tree here, and the leaves despawn, and you get a couple of sapling drops. It'll fall in this water here. It'll go in one of these hoppers, and there's plenty of them on each side, and it'll go into this small little chest. Of course, I could have made it a double chest, but this right here is the center or the middle of the farm. So you know, for the sake of symmetry, I just kind of did it this way, and I did the same thing on this side. It's the same exact thing. So in the middle we have here a crafting table with a lantern, which is pretty cool. And on the floor or the ground we have a bunch of leaves here, which basically I put as a way to mob proof this whole entire area, at least down here. Up there it's not mob proof, and that's fine, but I just wanted to do it down here because then we had this like wide open space that I had no idea what to do with. So I think this is pretty cool. This is actually a texture pack by JermsyBoy. It's called Better Leaves. If you want this texture pack, I'll put a link down in the description. You guys can check it out and maybe add it to your worlds. But with that, guys, yeah, I think this came out looking really, really cool. So let's just go ahead and go up to the sky here and let's look at it from afar. Yeah, check that. Let me go a little bit ways away. There it is. That is looking absolutely cool. And now in the future, we're going to have trees for days, which is really, really cool. I had a lot of fun with this project. Like I said, this is actually my first ever tree farm. And now that I know it's going to be pretty productive, this is something I definitely should have made a long time ago. But you know what? That's fine. You know, at least I'll get some use out of it, and I will no longer have to like go travel to some distance to cut down a bunch of trees or something like that. And yeah, and this is not in the render distance of our base, so at least we don't have to look at this hole in the ground, which is really, really cool. Alright guys, so this was my first ever tree farm project, and it was a ton of fun. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you liked this video and also all of the time lapses. Guys, on that note, I just want to mention a few things real quick. LucidSMP actually has a Reddit, and I want to link that down in the description so you can check out not only my videos but the videos of all the members on the server. They are doing epic things, and I think you guys would really, really love it. So yeah guys, go to the subreddit and go check out those videos. And with that guys, I hope you liked the video once again, and yeah, I will see you lovelies in the next Minecraft video here on LucidSMP. Goodbye.